Okay then, let's try this one more time. Right, this video is a little bit special because, as you may have noticed, I haven't put a video out for quite a while now. That is because every time I try, it fails horribly. Problems include things like the audio not recording, the whole video deleting itself, the movie maker not working with the file type, all sorts of different problems that I've had all sorts of different fucking times. But hopefully, I've been working on this for like 3 hours now, and hopefully I've fixed the problems. Let's just see how this works. What I'm going to do for you is I've recorded probably about 5 episodes which have all gone wrong. So I am going to show you everything I've done since the last time I saw you. And I'm going to start with TCN because I'm not entirely sure exactly what I showed in the last video I did. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start with TCN. TCN now is pretty much finished, other than the printer studio at the top, because I've got very few ideas for the printer studio at present. I don't know what's happened here, but Mandy and Trevor have disappeared. We'll investigate that some other time. So we've got... This is the recording studio. I'm pretty sure I showed you this because I did a bit of on-camera building with this. And the actual new studio itself. Again, I'm pretty sure that I showed you this. We've got the boom mics. This is where the weather's recorded, cameras, and the news board itself with 2 more boom mics. It's quite dark and quite dingy, other than this, which is very well lit because of the sea lanterns, obviously. This is like kind of how I expect a news studio to be. Obviously, I've never been in one, but yeah, there you go. I'm not going to spend too long on each place, because the only reason I'm doing the world tour is because I can't remember exactly what you've seen and what you haven't seen. We've got 2 notice boards. These are functional, so whenever anybody has anything they want to tell somebody, they go and slap in one of the notice boards. And the idea is basically you come and check here first. Employee break area, because I had an area under the stairs that I had nothing I could do with. Just patch up that hole there. If we keep going up, spiral staircase, we've got the office area, which I'm actually really happy with this office. We've got the filing cabinets, a water cooler, bin, obviously. Computers, chairs, obviously a mess because, you know, what office isn't a complete mess. More filing cabinets there. We've got a little balcony area that you can see the entrance to. I tried to do a very open plan office. We've got another little break area over here. Again, I had to do something with that. And another break area over here, this one with tables, so this is more like the lunch kind of area, because as well you've got the kitchen right by it. So here's the kitchen. We've got brewing stands to mock kettles. This is a microwave, refrigerator, and a sink. That is an iron block, but for some reason it's a different colour. That's obviously a lighting glitch. Anyway, and then we've got the manager's office. This is where the big boss sits. You've got loads of trophies, the big chair, like posh looking chair, different colour than all the others, laptop, filing cabinets, and barely populated bookshelves. Oh, and the crappy little bonsai trees that every manager seems to have. Yeah. Obviously another filing cabinet there and some seating for employees who are about to be told off. What fun. That's pretty much it for TCN. As I say, I haven't really done... this is where the printer studio is going to be, and then obviously once I've done the printer studio, I'm going to put the roof over it. I'm not sure what you've seen of the Overlord's Tower, so I'll leave that for another episode because that's not something I've done anyway. So what I'm doing now is just a world tour of things that I've done and I've had a hand in. There's a little spoiler because Kirsty's working on something now. Just do a little spoiler for you. this is one of the more recent things I've done. The welcome hall. I bet you haven't seen this before. No, I did this in the first episode and you know that very well. But I have, however, added the dibs hole at the back of the welcome hall. So we've got the little dibs area. This is basically, this is where one of them is going to go. That's not been finished yet. But this is basically my idea that I had for calling dibs on places. So basically, you've got all the forums and areas of Tome City here, plus there's a few extra ideas. If anybody has any extra ideas, I'll stick them in the general one, like the Inspiration Mines, the Giant Overlord statue, which I'm actually working on. You'll see that shortly. And basically, the idea is you take what you want to get dibs on out of one of these chests, and you find yours and you drop it in. This is for the community project. This is what everyone's working on, which at the moment is just the China End statue and the Macabre Mansion. But everybody's got their own little personal thing. I'm a little annoyed because the portal's the other side of that, so on this side of the room all you can hear is portal sounds, which is kind of cool but kind of annoying at the same time. Here's my dib station, which I decorated with bricks, slabs and redstone because that's generally the main building material I use. Here's Nick's, which that totally wasn't me, wink wink. We've got pumpkins, obviously. I've tried to make it look a bit like a graveyard with mossy and broken stone bricks and mossy cobbled walls. We have got dark shards, which obviously obsidian. I can't put lava in here because of all the carpet and the wood, but I've used redstone to look like lava and iron bars. I've tried to very much model this after the burnt fortress. We've got the zombie. This zombie is actually the dibs hole for I can't think of anything witty to that. Let's just pretend I didn't start that joke. And this is Phoenix's one. See, I started Phoenix's. It was just the light blue and the red and the orange, and then she came along and added the rainbow to it. So Phoenix has actually come and tweaked that a little bit. Everybody else, Nick, John, this I believe is going to be Irene times. Everybody else, you are welcome to make any changes you want to your own dib stations. Yeah, basically the idea is to make it very personal to you. As long as you've got the chest for dibs, which is what you've claimed, chest for current, which is what you're currently on, and the chest for finished, which is, guess what, finished, yeah. And then stick a sign on it somewhere with your tome name and your Minecraft username. And then as long as it stays within this shape, I am perfectly happy for you to do like whatever you want with it. Make it your own, completely personalise it. This area here, Kirsty did. Because she's working on that now, just a little garden, but she is entirely responsible for this here. So this is all her doing. And two things that you might be wondering about because you won't have seen yet. This is the Giant Overlord statue, which I haven't recorded any of because I've just given up all hope of getting anything recorded. So that is currently a wireframe and a right leg and the sword and the banhammer. I'll give a more detailed tour of that in a second, but this is China Ren, which is about halfway finished. This is a community project. This was myself, this was Phoenix, and it was Darkshard. Just say that again because I just tapped the mic, I'm not sure how that will come through. This was a community project. This was myself, this was Phoenix, and this was Darkshard. And it's not finished yet, but I'm quite happy with how it's turned out so far. We've actually gone out. We managed to find the picture of China, and myself and Phoenix did. And we've basically, at the moment, this is just a frame of how it's going, of the shape, with the colours in rough. So we're going to come and we're going to edit the colours and make it a bit more detailed if we can, possibly doing this. I like the effect of this. This was one idea I had, and then Kirsty came and implemented, just putting glass over the front of it, which obviously will also stop the snow problem because snow can't settle on glass. This is China End's tail. This may shock some of you because myself and Phoenix, and John, when we were building this, we didn't even realise that China End had a tail. But when looking at the picture really carefully, He does in fact have a tail. Apparently the recording software I'm using only records for 10 minutes. Okay. But yeah, this was Chinaren's tail. We didn't notice this until we looked in really in detail at the picture. This is Chinaren's tail. Phoenix, I wouldn't bother doing that if I were you, because like I say, once we've replaced it with glass, the snow won't be able to settle, so it's going to be replaced anyway. Unless that's what you want to do now. Is that what you're doing now? She's giving me the wait a minute. Let's just do elevator music then. Do 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 do. Ooh, carpet. That's actually a good idea, because snow wouldn't be able to settle that on that either. But yeah, we will at some point be converting it to glass, or parts of it to glass. But yeah, that's a very good idea to stop the snow settling. I will leave you to that, because I'm trying to keep this video under 20 minutes with very little editing, just to reduce any risk of it. But while I'm here, here's the other thing I need to show you. Don't stand here, and don't press this button. Whee! Yeah, I'm just gonna stop here. This is not what the corridor is going to look like. I'm just gonna pause that for a second over this. I'm playing with ideas of how to do it, and Kirsty's about to fall straight past me. There we go. Yeah, I'm playing with ideas on the corridor, but this is unfinished. This is going to be the red light district, and Phil was here apparently. It's going to be very underlit. You can see there are mobs spawning all over the place, but this is basically this is in the Eternal Night section of Tome, I think. So I can't imagine the red light district in the day. So I've done this underground and with redstone torches. I love this pun. I really love this pun. Tome titties. Yeah, this is a strip club. Basically, I'm going to have something in each of these 4 sections in the red light district, which I thought fitting to put underneath China M. This is going to be the strip club. We're going to have as well the AAHOL, which for the old Tomians, that is one of my old stories. That's a brothel in one of my old stories. We're going to have a statue of some description, like a sexy looking statue if I can manage it. And I did have an idea for this, but I can't remember what it is at current, so I'll maybe get back to you on that. But for now, this strip club, I'm actually really happy with this, as any gentleman would say. I'm really happy with this strip club. Oh yeah, that's obviously the path to the corner in here. We've got it in pink. Also, I did a let's build of this entire thing, and it all went down. I've tried to do it quite small, well lit as opposed to the rest of the place. With obviously stripper poles there. There's a little trough to collect the tips in. Seats, a little booth here with one pole for a private show. Not really a private show, but for people to enjoy one particular stripper there. We've obviously got the bar, including our very own barman, who is been brutally murdered by Kirsty. No, he's not supposed to be there. This is just an unpopulated bar at the moment. A toilet, which is sit-onable. I love these toilets. Oh, there's one of these in Tome City News, but I haven't shown you that, and the sink. Yeah, I have done the toilet in Tome City News. This area here, coming off the stage, is the dancers' changing room. So we've got clothes all over the place, armor stands there. This is a mirror and a little dressing table. I tried to have this one less lit, rather than more lit. We've got, oh, that's not good. What's happened there? I'll need to figure out exactly what's happened there before I fix that. But we got little coat hooks. We've got, yeah, that's probably the toilet above there, and I'll come and fix that later. Little coat hooks. We've got chests for them to keep their stuff in, and flowers. Phoenix helped a lot with this. I'm not very good with interior decoration, but yeah, Phoenix did help quite a lot with this area. Did these got a dancer schedule? Dancers there. Let's restart that. Yeah, and up on the wall here as you're coming out, you got the dancer schedule, so they know when they've got to come out and when they've got to get their titty out. But yeah, I'm actually really happy with this. It's turned out a lot better than I expected it would. But that there is the Tome Titty Strip Club. Damn, that's a bit of a mouthful. Giggity. Haha, Tome Titties. It's a mouthful. Oh, I might change that We Check Ideas to the Tome Titty Strip Club. It's a mouthful. I'm not sure I'd have room for that. Anyway, that's for another episode. I am going to have lapis all the way around all the walls, as you can see above the strip club. I'm going to have lapis everywhere to try and make it look like the night sky. I might actually as well have lapis ore. I'm not sure how this would look, but I get the impression that it would look maybe a little bit, hopefully, like stars. No, it would have to have the colours to look like how I'd wanted. But that's just a brief idea I'm playing with. This is the way in and out. That was more like a secret entrance that drops you in, but then obviously you've got to have a proper way in and out, which is this staircase here. And Kirsty's trying to kill me. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but the way out is this staircase here. So if we just pop open this gate. Oh yeah, I'll show you security. Because this is a reputable establishment. We don't want to be getting in trouble with the police. So we've got a security guard who checks all IDs, make sure everybody entering is over the age of 18. He's got himself his little sofa and a TV for when nobody's visiting the red light district. Because, I mean, be honest, without China in, this place is going to be pretty empty. So we're giving him something to do. But yeah, we'll come out here, and yeah, that's the exit to there. I just want to show you as well, before I move on to Overlord, because this took me quite a while. This is the path up to China M. So, I mean, obviously you fly up in creative mode, but we want everything linked by a path because we want it to look proper. So, I have actually also done a path to the China M Memorial statue. To China M, may your furry orange ass one day return home. Because we do miss China M. Yeah, we've got this path going up this way. It just basically it snakes along with the mountain. I've tried to keep it along with the natural terraforming, so it's a bit of a natural snaky path coming up the mountain toward China Ren. And up we go, and then here's China Ren again. So I'm not going to bother going all the way back down the path or through the red light district. I'm just going to fly down. One more thing that I've worked on that I'd like to show you is this Overlord statue, which is not finished. This is going to be continued in another project. But I am doing a giant statue of Overlord overlooking the spawn garden. So far, his right leg is finished, along with 2 plates of armor, a shin guard and a leg guard there. He's going to have the obsidian and iron and quartz armor covering in his whole body. It's going to be like quite old-looking armor, I'm hoping, like kind of like the old samurais might used to wear. I've crafted his right leg and his foot. Oh yeah, that's another piece of armor. You can't really see it, but I've tried to do it built in with the forest, like kind of like the forest has grown around it. But there's the armor covering his foot. His foot is actually underneath that. So if you were to take out the armor, his foot would be the right shape, or so I hope. I never did give him an ankle, did I? Oh, that's why it doesn't look right. Yeah, I'll work that out some other time. I'm not going to work that out right now. There's his flaming sword of justice, as some of the old Tomians may remember. What's that? That doesn't look right. No, it's just the angle I'm looking at it at. But yeah, that's completely symmetrical. His flaming sword of justice, which I'm really happy with actually. That work turned out a lot better than I'm expecting. And the banhammer, which of course was the Overlord's most used tool. So I've done the banhammer and the flaming sword of justice. I've done his right leg, and I've done the wireframe. And in a coming episode, or in a coming series of episodes, this is going to be a whole mini-series because it's taken me a long time to get this. But I will finish this off in a coming mini-series. China Ren is also going to be a mini-series. I'm going to mix this in with the Red Light District in a mini-series I'm going to call China Ren Secret. Obviously, the yeah, sorry, 10-minute mark again, which is kind of good because I was just about to wrap the video up anyway. But yeah, the Overlord thing there. China Ren is going to be his own miniseries for China Ren Secret, which I'm going to mix in with the Red Light District down below. That's going to be a miniseries in itself as the Red Light District miniseries. TCN, I still need to finish. I don't know what I've done of that, but I will work that out. And that's it really for my projects that I've done since the last time. I am going to be doing the services shop here. This has been reserved for services shop, which is going to be another mini series. You can see Nano off in the distance. I'll show you that in another episode because that's I've only done about 10% of that. I can't really claim any rights to it. And this here, as one final thing to show you, this is what Tome City looks like. This is the overall map of everything we've done so far. I apologise. This looks a lot better. This looks a lot better on Kirsty's screen than it does on mine because she's got the higher quality monitor. I'm not sure how this will come through in the recording. But there's the Burnt Fortress. Got the path. There's the China End statue. You can see why we're looking for a solution to the snow. Got TCN and the spawn garden there. What else have we got? Here's Camp Nano, which I'm going to show you in another episode if this recording works. And all the way down here, we were surprised we could get this in, but with the scale the map is, this is the Void, this is Nick's base. And in case you were wondering, that is what the Void looks like on the map. This is what happens if you see nothing at all of the map. Oh yeah, Kirsty's pointing this out. It's not actually anywhere near done yet, but this is where my base is going to be, including the giant gay pride flag that John put down over Nick's giant America flag. Which I really, that's like a prank from like the first week of Tomecraft. I really need to start taking that down. But yeah, I'm going to be working on Saints Workshop at some point, but I'm not entirely sure when. And I think that's about it. I know Phoenix's base is around here somewhere, but you can't really see it very much. There we go. Yeah, there's Phoenix's base, but it's very covered in snow, so you can't really see it in the map very much. Yeah, that's like a courtyard. That's one of her towers. That's her original area. And that's the maps coming out of focus at the top. But yeah, that's Phoenix's base there. That's Camp Nano, I've already shown you that. And this is... I don't know what this is. This is Ireem's. This is Ireme time space. I think the plan is to put letters and numbers around there so you can see coordinates of where you are. But yeah, this is the map which Kirsty and myself did. Mainly Kirsty, but I found the feature. I placed down quite a few of the maps. But yeah, I accidentally placed a map in an item frame when I was trying to decorate the strippers changing room, and it came up like this. It actually filled the whole block. So we thought, you know what? Let's make a map of all of Tome City. And we genuinely did not expect Nick's base to be in it, but that because while I'm here as well, Nick's base goes to right at the corner of the Macabre Mansion. That's where I based the Macabre Mansion dimensions from. So this is probably about as wide as the Dome City is going to be. It's probably going to be everything inside from this, but just to be sure, we've got the borders anyway. But that's all for this episode because I don't want to make it too long. I need to edit it a little bit, but hopefully not very much. But that is what has been going on in Tomecraft in the time that I've been away, or at least it's what I've done in Tomecraft in the time that's been away. I'm also going to show you at some point the Nano Camp and what other people have done, including Irene Timespace. So yeah, that's what's been going on. I think maybe the next episode I'll do a bit of the Overlord series, so that's probably what you can expect next. But until then, I will be seeing you. Peace out, y'all. Time again to test, and hopefully this will work a little bit better. Once again, to test, here is Overlord's arse. How interesting this is. How interesting this must be for you to be staring at the great and powerful Overlord's arse. Is it interesting? Or do you not care? I kinda hope you don't care.